I hopefully, this is my first time doing a members only chat. So I hope that it is showing up okay for you guys. Just put this pillow back here. My abs are popping today. Oh yeah, I've got the pump from yesterday's workout. There's Ryan in the back. Ryan. Yeah, we can work out to this actually. I'm gonna put this in the workout playlist. This is my remix album. I made it for working out. We're listening to my music. So hopefully you guys can see this members only chat because I don't know if it actually like posted to the whole page. It said it's only posted in the membership group. So I'm gonna have to see if this is gonna work. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? This might be a little bit loud. So welcome, Joy Tribe, Inner Circle members only AMA. This is our first time. Originally, YouTube said that we could do a chat for everybody, but like only members could ask questions. So I might actually, if this is not working, do that. If you're on this, let me know because I don't currently see anybody. It says we've only got one viewer. So if you are that one viewer, let me know that you are live. Normally the numbers are jumping up as we go along, so I'm just gonna chat for a minute or so and see if you guys come into the room. Now it is a little worrisome because I think this only posted in the membership group, and I wanted to post in the regular. So if only members can see it right now, that might be a little bit strange. Robert of Tula in the house, welcome. Okay, so we've got two people. So how did you guys find this chat? Robert, can you tell me how you found it? Good, I'm live. Because I did something different with this. It's like, I posted it, I think I posted it in the community tab. Is that how you found it, or did you get a notification? Let me know. I'm dependent upon your answer, Robert. Oh, you got an iPhone notification. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you know Robert's my favorite. We have this joke that I have another relationship with another guy who hides in my closet. His name is Robert. So every time there's a Robert, because we just try to choose some random name, but it's so funny that I have two Roberts that are members, Robert of Tula, and I love you. I'm glad you got an iPhone. Happy weekend, Jan! So this is a members only AMA. So you guys got the notification. Good. Okay. I'm excited because this is the first time I've done this. And they're testing it as beta. And remember, I promised I'd be doing members only chats, members only live streams. So I want to kick this off because you guys have been so loyal and so incredible because you're part of my membership. Did you also get a notification, Jan? Or did you come to my page? Oh, I was like, what song is this? So we're listening to my music. Can you guys hear it? Because I don't want to get this flagged, but I want to hear music today. And it's also good. So this is the cover I did for We Are the Champions. Girl, the best part of that joke is that I'm gay as hell. Oh, Robert is gay. I'm cheating on you with a gay Robert. I love it. Red hands. But fighting to the end. Alexa, volume up. We are the champions. We are the champions. That's great, Robert. Yes, you got a notification, Jan. Good. Now, when I go live, what normally happens? Do you get a notification or do you just go to my page? Because that's good that they're doing notifications like this. Is it the normal notification? Hi, Eric. Welcome. You get notified from YouTube. Okay, cool, Eric. But look at this as members only AMA. So you guys can ask me anything. And because it's selected, there's just you guys here asking questions. I'm going to answer them. And I'm actually excited because then I take the weekend off and I come back on Monday. And a lot of people who are members are going to regret that because they're not going to see me for a long time. But maybe on Fridays we start just doing members only. till the end. It's hard to hear me sing this and not sing along. Are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting to the end. She's so cute. Oh, this baby. Ryan just brought me this baby. She's so smart.
Yeah.
She's so smart and so sleek. So you guys, this kitty, she's very, I'm gonna cover her ears. She's very doofy and kind of dumb. So we've been kind of making fun of her, like not mean, but we're just like, oh, she's so doofy. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a little doofers. And then she fell off the bed yesterday in the most ridiculous way. And I was like, she was sniffing my finger, and then she went, she flipped over and just fell off. It was off the couch. We were watching Hollywood on Netflix, which is our current favorite binge. It's really good. So, yeah. So anyways, that was like, oh shoot, she's really acting too stupid. STUPID. Oh, this is a song I did with my friend Girl Crush. This is crazy, this song. I don't know if you guys have heard this. Can you guys hear me okay over the music, or should I lower the music? All we do is play, 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 play. And all we do is play, 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 play. That's all we do is play, 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 play. And all we do is play, 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 play. French fries, you were hypnotized. Greasy, tied up in DC. Big boys. Yeah. Suck butt. We just wrote the most ridiculous lyrics that made us laugh, and then we put it in the song. And this is basically our friendship. And we did the music video. The music video got a lot of views. This was actually really popular. This is before I came out for Trump. And I was in Denmark at the time. I'm your creamy ketchup desire. You can keep your Mr. Gray vegan. Ain't no way. You can keep your Mr. Gray vegan. Meow, ain't no way. Get it? Ain't no way. WHEY. We literally we're in the studio playing, and then so we wrote that. We're like, oh, that's all we do is play, 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 play. Anyways, we had a big music video release party and concert at the Rainbow in West Hollywood, and it was packed, and it's such a rock and roll venue, and we were wearing neons. It was so fun. It's cool because I can really go deep into some story times with my members. And play. Cause all we do is play and play and play. Cause all we do is play and play and play. This is a pretty hot beat. And play and play and play. Play, 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 play. Oh, you got an iPhone? Okay, so girl, okay, so what else is happening? All right, let's see. Gays for Trump 2020. Yes, baby. Hi, Devin. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the members only. So Robert says, I saw that you follow American Conservative Coalition. What are some of your thoughts on what they do? I love ACC, American Conservation Coalition. I've been working with them for over a year because I am a conservationist. I believe it's very important to take care of the earth and the planet. It's one of the biggest reasons why I'm vegan. Is because if we don't have a sustainable lifestyle, then our planet is not going to last. Oh, Alexa, skip track. That's a theme song I did for a children's show. Well, maybe I should play it. It was nominated for oh, Alexa, stop. Damn, she's crazy. I have two Alexas. That's why it's crazy. Alexa, play songs by Joyvilla. This is me all day, every day. Me and Ryan just yelling at both of our Alexa. This is Ryan's Alexa, that's why. His is downstairs and my Alexa's upstairs. But my place is a big old, what's it called? Loft. So there's no walls. So upstairs Alexa can always hear. She's always listening. I love American Conservation Coalition though. I've worked with those guys for a while. I wrote an op-ed. They are looking at conserving our national parks. which is really important. And they're looking at viable solutions instead of the new Green Deal, which doesn't work. The new Green Deal is going to cost a lot of jobs, too much taxpayer money. It's flawed, highly flawed, but it's the Democrats, especially AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's sort of saving grace, I guess, to the Democrats. They think that that's really great. And all the scare tactics of the planet's going to end in 12 years. And, the polar ice caps are going to melt and kill us if we don't, recycle. I mean, I believe in recycling and I believe in taking care of our planet because it's a gift to us. We only get one planet on this earth right now in this lifetime. So it would be ridiculous and it would be very wasteful if we were not to take care of it. Just like if you have a car, you have a house, you have a body, you take care of those things, right? You take care of those items that belong to you. And yes, you as a spiritual being have your body. It's just like any other physical item you have. So that's why it's meat. It's a meat body we have. It's also why I don't eat other meat bodies to fuel my meat body. I'm vegan, if you guys didn't know. I'm vegan. But for 16 years. So American Conservation Coalition is a group of conservatives applying actually things that are putting on responsibility on an individual to take care of the planet, to take care of our national parks, our beaches, our national resources, our forests, which is really important to me. And actually, I wrote an op-ed to the president, say, Mr. President, please hear my plea. And it was all about that, how I grew up, in Central California on the beaches, and we want to keep these beaches protected and open, especially now they should be open. But so I support those guys. I'm glad that you've heard of them though, Robert. Definitely check them out. They're good guys. I think it's something that conservatives need to know about, and not enough conservatives are conservationists, and because we're used to hearing the whole death march of the world's gonna die, how dare you, I'm a little child who's going to lecture you, that whole what's her face, Greta Thunberg and all that crap. So this is something that's actually practical and puts the responsibility back on the individual, which is why I'm a conservative, because we have the power to change things. We don't want to push it off to the government. Hey, fix this, government, because governments can't fix shit. Governments are not gods. Government is not supposed to be a nanny state. The government is made up of individual people who are flawed and will make mistakes, just like us. So why are we trusting the government, the state? That's what communism, but that's what socialism aims to do, is put all the power to the state, which is horrible, because that's what we have now. Is like the state tells us when and we cannot get out of our house. The state tells us what we're wearing on our faces. The state tells us what businesses are essential and not. And that's awful. This is a hell we're living in right now. It's temporary, thank God. But imagine if this was all the time. Welcome to communism. I mean, I keep saying communism, socialism, which is communism-like, but they are different, very different, distinct things. But socialism is the idea that all of us should give the money, our money, to the government to then build social programs. I believe in social betterment programs, but I believe that should be in the hands of individuals, charities, and churches, as it always has been. The Catholic Church has done so much good for people for years. So this is the children's. It was almost nominated for an Emmy though, this TV show, and it's called Charlie, and Camille Solari, comedian's her daughter. It's on Roku. It's really cute. It's really silly and kind of weird and fun, and it's a kids show. And I did that's not me, but I did part of the theme song, which was fun. You exposed me to the ACC, and I was going hiking today, and some guy left a protein bar wrapper on the trail. Like, you don't even have enough energy after eating it to throw it away. Exactly. Robert, I'm so glad that you did that. That is so good that you saw that. I hope you picked it up and threw it away. I hate that. By the way, I was doing a live on Bigo, because you guys know I'm on Bigo. I just started telling you about this app. You guys don't have to jump on it, but I'm on that app every day almost, doing live feeds, and it's more casual. But if you want to join, you can find me at joyvilla music. But you've been anti-communist since you were 14 years old. Now you're 53 years old. Boom, smart. You were ahead of the game. Head of the game. I'm coming. I'm here. Mel C's in the house. I missed you, girl. I miss my sister. Look at how awesome. We've got Devin, we've got Robert, we've got Jan, and we've got Mel. Who else is in here? Eric is also in here. This is an awesome chat filled with people. So this is all the members only chat. It's an AMA. And I want to see what you guys think about it and if you like this, because you guys are all Joy Tribe Inner Circle members. You are so awesome. You pay $4.99 a month and you contribute. And I want to try to get my other followers to also be members, because then I can do more of these lives, because then they pay for themselves, for the time, and I can relax and just, I'm always relaxed on these, but I feel really good knowing there's no haters coming in the chat, But how's the music? Music okay? We're listening to Joyvilla music, by the way. So, but you guys can ask me anything. This is your chance to ask me anything and to talk about anything you want. This is an open forum full of respect and love, because you guys are my Joy Tribe. And you're not just Joy Tribe, but you're Joy Tribe Inner Circle members. So Mel, what happened? A terrible past 2 weeks have been a disaster. So bad. Girl, please, you're here amongst family. Tell us what happened, Mel. Tell us what's been going on with you.
My stand and I couldn't call. You brought me fame and fortune, everything.
Hey, Joy, President Trump so far I think is beating Biden. Absolutely. What do you think will happen in the coming months? Good question. So I'm gonna answer all your guys' questions so you can get them in. I think that the Democrats are gonna really fight dirty. They're gonna unleash some really dirty tactics, as they have been, because as it gets closer to November, they're gonna get more desperate. I just got a notification that it seems like in Nevada, there was something shady going on with the write-in ballots, because they're doing voting over there. I wouldn't put it past them. I'm sorry, but the Democratic establishment is wicked and twisted and perverted. And they really don't care about the individual person. If you're a Democrat, obviously you can be and follow me. And I love Democrats. I used to vote Democrat exclusively. I voted for President Obama, it was a total disappointment and a mistake. But I didn't know anything. I wasn't an educated voter. When I became an educated voter, it's because of Trump. I became a Trumpican. And then it made me become conservative, because I was like, wait, these are my beliefs. These are my values. This is what I believe. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-America. I'm pro-religious freedom. And who's fighting for those things? Republicans, conservatives. I remember in the 80s, conservatives were banning CDs and, burning rap CDs and stuff and sexy books and whatever. That's kind of what I heard about Republicans until I did my research and realized Republicans were the party that set the slaves free. And it was the racist ass Democrats in the 60s that wanted to keep the Jim Crow laws alive. Why didn't they teach us this in history? And I'm not here to demonize anybody, but the truth should be out. People should know Republicans are not the racists. Democrats are. Here I'm a black woman, a Latin American black woman, who didn't know my own history in this country. American, born here in America, and didn't know that. And that's crazy to me. Most people don't know that. They don't know their history, that the first 3 black American senators were all Republicans. Yeah, in the 1800s. Why weren't we taught that? Martin Luther King Jr., a Republican, like freedom fighters in the 60s and beforehand. Of course, everyone knows Abe Lincoln, who set the slaves free, fought with millions of other people, black and white and other colors, who were abolitionists. They were against slavery. They were Republicans. Democrats and the Dixiecrats of the South wanted to keep slavery, not because they cared about people's skin color or believed that God had sent None of that. It was simply money was the bottom line. It's easy to identify a free worker who's black because they look totally different than a white person, right? So it's like a dark-skinned person. Now, there were people who were light-skinned like me, but lighter, because I can't pass. I obviously look black and I love that. But there were people who could pass, and they would sneak. There's actually this amazing story of this woman who was really light-skinned because she was, a lot of white in her. So all kinds of horrible things would happen, and people would become mixed. And also some good things. People would fall in love with other, across races, just as they do today, humankind. But there was this amazing story of this woman, and I kind of want to make the movie, but she looked white enough. Well, she was light-skinned enough, and she changed her face so that she looked white. She made herself look like an old white man, and her husband was black. She was black, but she was really light-skinned. She was a slave, and her husband was dark-skinned black and a slave. And she snuck him out on a train by pretending to be the white master who was sick, right? And he was her slave helping her. And they did this whole act on a train and through highs and lows, and they got their freedom. They escaped from the South to the North, because in the North, there was no slavery during that time. You were free. But in the South, there was. Can you imagine what a divided country we were? Woo! People think the country's divided now. People think, cultural appropriation. It's so unfair to be black. It's so unfair to be a woman. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, but if you are alive right now, you are so blessed, because America is the best it's ever been. This country is incredible right now, and it's getting better. And Trump is a part of that. So anyways, hi, Joseph, Dr. Joseph Arthur Thomas II, PhD, DSC, members only. Hey there, friend. Yes. I know Dr. Joseph's had some tough times too. Lincoln was a Republican. There set up on computer. Good, Mel C, you're set up on the computer. Eric says, I voted for Obama the first time. I regret that decision. I voted for him the first time too. Oh yeah, but everybody did. That's how he got voted in. He was handsome, he was well-spoken, and he was black. What was not to love? Oh, that he fucked up policy. Oh, that he literally helped take rights away from us. Oh, that he actually is the one who put the kids in cages. He was the one who started all that with the immigration, being poorly run and defunded. Oh, that he started Obamacare, which didn't help anybody. It helps a very small portion of the population, and the rest is to pay huge premiums. What did he do? Okay, so let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, hello, fellow Joy Tribers. Mel says, very chill. How are you warding off external energies? Well, Mel C, I am focusing on myself. I'm listening to good music. I'm painting a lot. I am definitely being able to see, look at this. I drew and I painted this. Kind of like a coloring book. I drew her with my really nice German pens that I got in London, but they're like German, really nice ones. Faber-Castell, they're made in Germany, and they're Faber-Castell. They're awesome. So I drew her with those, free-handed it, and I call it the letter. She's receiving the letter. Oh, she's been waiting for it. And she's kind of 1930s-ish because her hair and the billowy blouse. And then I just started painting, filling in the colors as I wanted to. And it's very relaxing. That helps me guard my energies. Also, I've been doing yoga almost every day. Been doing yoga with Ryan. We've been doing that together. That really helps. Working out. We did a good hardcore workout 2 days ago. And that was with weights. And it was like, clean and press with some bullshit moves that Ryan knows about that I was grumpy about. It's not really bullshit, I'm just kidding. But it was very I knew you could hear me. But it was good. It was some CrossFit moves, but like they kill you because you do 5 and we're doing like 85 pounds because it's 250s and then the bar is 35 pounds. And it was crazy. It was awesome. And I was wasted. I'm actually really sore today, but that helps getting all that energy out. I'm also on my period, so I'm more sensitive. But also when I feel sensitive or sad, I lost my friend Stefan last week, as you guys know. I cry. I cry in the shower, or I take a hot bath. I've been taking a hot bubble bath. I've been drinking smoothies. Make sure you're keeping your rudiments, your body rudiments in during this time, because stress can really mess you up. So you want to make sure when you wake up, you are drinking enough water. Simple things. Let's go back to simplicity. Water. You want to eat a good, well-rounded breakfast with some protein in it. You want to take your vitamins, a good whole vitamin, like a whole, what am I trying to say? Like a whole food vitamin, like a good quality one. I like, God, I forgot the name, but there's a few good ones out there. Earth something. I'll have to do a whole vitamin chat next time, but you want to take B vitamins, extra B12. I take B12 because I'm vegan, but also anyone should take B12. Take a good essential B, because those help with stress, help you coping. Also, you want to eat a good, well-rounded breakfast, again with protein. And a well-rounded breakfast, a well-rounded lunch with protein, and a well-rounded dinner with protein. Protein and lots of green leafy vegetables, salads, broccoli, as much greenery as you can, because those nutrients are going to lift your mood and going to give you what you could be lacking. I take an iron supplement when I'm on my period, because this is the tiredness. If you're already feeling weird and then you're tired on top of it, and you have anything that goes on your body, your immune system, you've got to enforce, because that immune system is the first line of defense. And all this stress that's going on weakens your immune system. So I have a beautiful green smoothie that Ryan, what do you put in here to make it green, baby? So the protein powder is green. So we put spinach in. And also having lots of sex. Straight up, kissing, hugging, holding hands. If you have your partner, your sexual partner with you, have a lot of sex. Even if you're mad at each other, even if you're tired of each other, have sex. It's closeness, it's intimacy. Also have long conversations with them. If you don't have a sexual partner you're cooped up with, then if it's just a friend or it's a family member, hold hands, hug. You can still be physically intimate even if it's not sex. In fact, that's sometimes more important and more intimate. Kiss, if you have animals, kiss them, hug them, love them, pet things, like human contact. Get on Zooms and Skypes if that's your thing. FaceTime your friends. I notice instead of phone calls a lot, I just want to FaceTime my friends. Like I would normally do some phone calls, but I'm like, I want to see their face, because I haven't seen a lot of people's faces. It's sad, but it's also a beautiful thing. This is really resetting humanity, I think. It's awful, but it's a blessing in disguise. You got to see the silver lining of everything. I am a serial optimist, not because I've never been through anything, but because I've been through a lot of pain in my life, a lot of trauma, and I've gotten through it. And that's what joy actually means. It means going through suffering, and it's the relief from suffering. It's the incredible happiness, the exuberation you feel. Exuberation? Exuberance that you feel when you've been through the hard parts, and it's now happiness. And it's like the Bible says, mourning may last for a night, but joy comes in the, grief may last for the night, weeping may last for the night, but joy comes in the morning. So it's like you may have gone through something during the night, and that could be an allegory for anything, like for a time. But the next day, it's a new day, and you're like, I went through it. I survived it. That's actually what my name means, and that I hold that so dear. It's not, I'm happy. Happiness is totally different. Now, happiness is incredible, but you can be happy just because, you see a baby smile. That's happy. That's awesome. But joy is when you have that deep-seated feeling where you're like, holy moly, I feel so good. Because I did feel bad, but now I feel so good. And everybody deserves joy. That's why you get me right here. Joy Tribe. We're the Joy Tribe. I'm blessed I have such a cool name. My full name, Joy Angela Villa, means happy, or you could say like happy. I'm using happy angel house. Happy angel house. So I have to be an optimist. But I truly believe that helps you guard your energy. Journaling. Journal. Write down your ideal scene. What are you going to do when things open up again? And also, leave negative people in the past. There could actually be somebody draining your energy right now. like an energy vampire, just like Colin Robinson in you. Oh, we gotta watch that. What We Do in the Shadows. You guys watch that? It's funny. If you like The Office, well, Ryan doesn't like The Office and he likes the show, but it's like that faux reality show, but it's vampires. And there's an energy vampire. His name's Colin Robinson. It is so funny, you guys. It's really funny. Even if you don't like vampires, it's funny. And I love vampires and I love The Office. He doesn't like The Office and he doesn't like vampires and he loves the show. We're just cracking up. And they're like 22 minutes. So they're really good bite size because we just like to binge things that are kind of short. We actually watched like 3 episodes of Hollywood last night. No, we only did 2. It felt like 3. But I was like, damn, it feels like we've been watching TV forever. But what was that, only an hour and a half? Yeah, because they're at 45-minute episodes. So that's funny. Let me read some more comments. So that was answering your question, Mel. How are you warding off external energies? And make sure you're not around some negative people. Make sure you say no. If you don't feel like doing something, say no. There is power in that. You don't have to make excuses. You don't even have to back it up. So often we feel like we have to reason why we don't want to do something. That's me. I used to do that all the time. Hey, do you want to have a party? Do you want to come to my birthday party? Oh, you know what? I'm really not feeling it. I actually have something I got to do. And that's like polite society. But sometimes I'll just be like, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I can't do it right now. I can't do that. That's it. No. Happy birthday, but I won't be able to make it to your party. And then if they say something, usually people are just like, oh, okay. But if somebody really goes, oh, why? Well, why wouldn't you do that? I say, at this time, it's not going to work with my schedule, or I have to work. But those are real things. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, maybe I'll come. I used to go, well, I'll come by. I used to overpromise and under-deliver sometimes because I felt so guilty. And now I haven't been to someone else's birthday party in years. Honestly, I miss so many engagement parties, birthday parties, and I'm sorry, but I work so hard. And if I have any time to spend to myself, I spend it for myself because that's important. That's feeding me, self-care. But it's like, that's what really spurred me on. I go, I would really like to see my friends though. Also, I'm an introvert. So going to parties like that it's death. I love seeing my friends. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing my friends. I love meeting new people. I'm actually extremely social and very good at it. But that's the problem, is work. I do that for work. This is easy because this is very casual and I'm talking to you guys and it's not draining at all. It's funny, but if I were in a party with 10 people and having to talk, I speak all across the country to thousands of people at a time, right? Groups of hundreds of people, sometimes thousands of people. I've spoken I performed in a venue that had 20,000 people. But that's different. It's different because it's just me up there. It's not me having to make small talk. It's not that I hate being around people. I love being around people. But it's that, yeah, so what do you do? Oh, yeah, okay. So how do you know the birthday girl? Like, anyone else out there, an introvert that hates small talk? Let's talk. I start talking about dreams, like actual dreams, like, oh, I have weird dreams. And then we get into weird conversations. We're talking about Star Wars, nerding out on something, talking about books, anything. Please, let's not make small talk. I hate small talk. But also, that's a great thing about Ryan. He's also an introvert. He's way more introverted than me. He's like, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. Just kidding, but he does. He's really good with people, actually. He doesn't want to, but he's actually very friendly and personable. But him and I, we talk about everything because we don't.
Butt stuff?
Yeah, butt stuff. Poop and farts. But we entertain ourselves so much, and that's why this relationship works a lot. It's really surprising how much I love him and how much I like him, even during these months of quarantine. And I'm like, I'm not sick of being around him. And I do get sick of being around people. I'm polite about it, but I got to withdraw. I got to do my own thing. But I do sometimes. Obviously, we spend time apart, but there was a time we were spending like 2 weeks where we were together on a project working together. I was actually working with Ryan, and then we go home together and we see each other nonstop. And we didn't hate each other. We actually got through that. We didn't fight. we have disagreements sometimes, and we work through them. That's healthy. Every relationship should have disagreements and arguments. Even I haven't really had any arguments though, but as long as you solve them quickly, you don't sleep on them, you don't harbor any resentments, it's fine. It's actually healthy. In fact, if you didn't have any disagreements or arguments, if you never had a fight like that, there would be something wrong. And one person is hiding their true self. And I want to be my true self with my boyfriend. If you're my boyfriend, I want to be me with you. I want to be able to be my goofy, silly, no makeup. I mean, I show my no makeup self to you guys too, but that's why authenticity and vulnerability, oh my gosh, it's a lifelong endeavor, especially in the last 9 months since my divorce has been like a huge project for me to really just be as real as possible. That's why doing these lives is so healthy, because then I don't have to go, oh, but I should put my makeup on and do my hair and I should have a cool background and I should have it edited for you guys. And I would always overdo it in my head. Then I realized my Joy Tribe loves me for who I am and needs me to be myself, because that helps you guys be yourself. So this is a two-way street. This is a circle where we're feeding each other. That's like me and my relationship with Ryan, me and my relationship with my brother, me and my relationship with my best friends. We feed each other. I want to outdo, I want to be better for you. I want to help you more than you want to help me. You in return, it's exchange, and it's healthy, and it's like you feed the fire, and the flames get bigger, and it's like, whoa, I really love you. I really care about you. That's how a healthy relationship is. It's not one person giving all and the other person receiving all. It's not one person saying, okay, fine, I'll put myself as a doormat so you can have it. It's not one person being unhappy, but I committed, so I have to be here. That's not a healthy relationship. Robert, you were talking about some sort of relationship question, right? Robert says, does Ryan have any advice? Ryan, Robert wants to ask you a question. Yeah. Does Ryan have any advice with regards to dating conservative influencers? I sent Scott Pressler a request for a date on his Twitter. He's a conservative influencer, but he hasn't responded. I figured he's been busy. Still planning on asking him out this June in Columbus. Any advice with regards, because you're dating a conservative influencer, do you have any advice on how to handle the craziness? He's being so good. First, do the dishes. That's a big thing on how to handle. He's amazing. We're actually going on a little trip. Can I tell them, baby, that we're going on a trip? No, I'm not going to say where. We're going on a trip out of town, and he surprised me with the idea, and then we picked a little place to go together, and it's going to be so cozy and so romantic, and I'm so excited for that. So we're actually leaving in a couple hours, and we're going to spend a little weekend together. Okay, so does Ryan have any advice? Oh, he's getting the chair. Oh, he's getting real over here. What's happening here? Okay, let's see so you can see yourself.
What's up?
Baby. So
okay, what's going on?
Do you have any advice with regards to dating conservative influencers?
Oh.
He wants to date, he's gay, and he wants to date another gay conservative influencer. Scott is a good friend of mine. I think you guys would make a great couple, by the way.
It's hard to say because everyone's so different. Like, regardless if they're conservative or whatever, it doesn't really matter what they think, what they do. Every person's different. You have to figure out what that person is like, and as she did with me on our second date, is figure out their love language and what they like. Like for her, she's all about words of affirmation. That's not what I do. Because regardless if someone's an influencer or not, she's the first person I dated that has any level of influence at all, on a public scale at least. So it's just learning that person, not becoming small and becoming the person that you think that they want. It's being yourself, and if it works, it works. And if it does, then trying to understand the other person, listen to the other person for what you do that annoys them, and if it's something that you can change, then go for it. And do it because obviously it's important to them. But at the same time, you have to do what, as she says, fills their cup. So, you know, I know that I need to push my boundaries a little bit at times, and speak those words of affirmations to her because, you know, of course everyone likes to hear, oh, you look nice or whatever. My level for that is very minor. Like, it doesn't really, I mean, of course it's nice, but it doesn't in the same way fill my cup where I like last night when we were watching Hollywood, you know, we just were like, oh, let's just cuddle. It was just like, just kind of hang out, just get real close with it and just sort of cuddle and watch. And that's perfect for me.
Yeah.
So that energizes me and makes me feel better. But for her, it's a little different. You know, her top thing is words of affirmation. So
That's right.
some days I'm better at it than others, but
Yeah.
you know.
You're getting a lot better, baby.
I
He's
know.
actually a lot better. But that was brilliant. That was brilliant advice for any relationship.
Yeah. Doesn't matter who it is. It's a human being. No matter if they're Jeff Bezos or some, you know,
That's right.
a janitor. You know, they're still a human being. They still have the same general needs. You just got to figure out what those needs for that person are.
Mm-hmm. He's so right. That's exactly it. And I mean, he's talking about 5 love languages. You guys, I happen to have the physical book here.
Who does that?
I know. This book is so good. Oh, you still have to read it. You still have to listen to it on audiobooks, please, baby.
Yeah,
I'll read it
so
again.
don't feel bad if you don't read books. I'm not a reader.
He doesn't know how to read, and I still love him. So
Let's not do all that.
just kidding. He actually reads a lot, but go ahead.
Yeah, I have to obviously read for work, but
Yeah.
that's different. I mean, when I'm ingesting information, it's better for me to like just hear it. Because like in school, you know, perfect thing. School, it was like I just listened to it. Like I didn't like lectures. I didn't like someone just making me sit there and talk. But if I can like clean or I'm in the car or whatever, and I'm listening to something, it just hits my brain differently and it just soaks it up, even if I consciously don't understand.
You're an audio listener,
Yeah.
Audible. Like, so he has a subscription to Audible, right? And he listens to books and he listens to TED Talks and all kinds. I admire that because he has that brain that's like, actually that mind that's really intelligent where he can just listen to it. He knows lyrics so good. It puts me to shame. He listened to a song once and he knows the lyrics. The next time
not the lyrics. I'll know the melody.
No, we're really good at melodies too. You actually have a very musical ear. You have a good audible ear, actually. So you're audibly.
It's because I can't see, I can't taste, I can't smell, so my ears had to perk up.
He's blind.
Yeah.
But it's actually interesting because you're so good at lyrics. He can listen to a song once, and then the second time he hears a song, he'll know most of the lyrics. I've seen it, and that I don't have that. Even though I'm an audio person, it's different. When I hear things, I'm like feeling them more. I'm a feeler. I think I'm more of like a touch, sensation, texture person. But you know, everyone's got more of the senses that are more how you learn. I have to do it to learn it. So the fact that you can sit and hear something, and he has a bachelor's degree, super smart, super intelligent, and you could get through school by just listening is incredible. That's actually really good. I admire that because I have to write it down. Like if someone's saying that, I have to make sure I'm understanding it because actually it's easier for me to read a book than to listen to it because I'll drift off. But it's cool. That's why we have audiobooks and that's why we have written books. But this book he was talking about is the love languages, the 5 love languages. This book is so detrimental. You guys have to read this.
Detrimental?
It's detrimental to your relationship.
Oh, detrimental to the relationship.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's detrimental to the health of your relationship
if you don't
to
understand
read this.
it.
If you don't understand, you have to read this and understand. It's so good. It's an easy read or an audio listen. It's by Dr. Gary Chapman. He's an author. He's been a marriage counselor, he's a speaker. He's really sweet. He's just like he also did an amazing TED Talk, by the way. You could also listen to the TED Talk, but it's not the same, but it's still, he talks about it.
And some of you might know what those things are a little bit. You know, like you might intuitively know it, but until you put a word to it, a term, a phrase,
exactly,
it's a little different.
And so there's words of affirmation. That's what he was saying is my main love language. So first of all, you can take the test at 5lovelanguages.com. 5 lovelanguages.com. You take the test so you know your love languages, and there's 5 of them. And they're words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, gifts, and quality time. And one of those is going to be your primary love language. That's how you understand love. That's how you feel love. And that's how your cup gets filled. So your cup is like your love cup. And when you speak that love language, so like mine is words of affirmation. I'm always giving words of affirmation. I'm always like, oh, you look good. And oh, you did a good job on that. Wow, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. I love you. I love how you put that together. Right? I'm that person who's very complimentary. People say that about me. And who doesn't like that? All of these things everyone will like. But if it's your love language, it fills that cup.
It hits different.
It hits different. It starts filling that cup and you feel so good. You feel seen and you feel validated. That's really what we're talking about here, is we want to talk to someone, you feel understood. Because this world, we don't just want to be understood ourselves, we want to understand others. So this is one of the most beautiful things you can do to help others. And it's not just sexual relationships, it's all kinds. So make sure you take the test so you know. If acts of service is your love language, when somebody cleans your closet for you, or does the dishes for you, or cleans your car, or goes and picks up something that you needed, like you're too tired, you wake up and there's something there. Like, for instance, he'll bring me my coffee in the morning or my tea in the morning. That's an act of service, and I love it. That's a specific act of service that I love. It's not my love language, my top love language. So all of these will make you feel good. But if he only did that and never complimented me or gave me any affirmation, my cup would be drained. He could be doing all the other love languages and I would feel unseen and hurt. And trust me, it's happened. And I tell him that. I tell him, I'm like, hey,
done that 2-3 times.
He's like, oh, okay. But that's how you get to know someone, really. And so many couples break up because they're not speaking each other's love language. Like, oh, he just doesn't see me, or she doesn't understand me. You're just not doing this. This is so imperative, and it's great. So receiving gifts, people who are really good at gifts, like I made him, remember that tray? If you guys were on the chat, I made him that really beautiful painted tray for his jewelry. If your love language, your main love language was gifts, that would have filled your cup. Obviously, he likes it, and he loved
awesome.
it. And it's great.
I don't even want to use it as what it's intended for.
Don't put anything on it yet. It's so sweet. But that's like special gifts. It's not just like giving things, but it's like, hey, I thought of you on my work trip and I bought you that face cream that you like. You know what I mean?
I know that you were getting low on it, so I just got it for you.
Yes. It's like, oh my gosh, whoa. It's like, that's kind of an act of service, actually. If I knew you were getting low, that's an act of service, actually. It's interesting. They seem to overlap. I know them really well because I read this book 10 years ago and I said, oh my God, every relationship I'm in has to read it because this is so imperative. And when I got back into the dating scene, I dug back into it because you guys know I spent months just reading all the books on dating, watching all the stuff I could. This one is the test of time. It's really good. So pick this up. But gifts would just be like, it could even just be like, you're good at gifts because I was talking about I love pink and I love my name, and he bought me a pink neon, and I love neon. So he got me a pink neon sign for my birthday. Like that's like that specific skill of giving a really good gift. You actually want to be able to speak all of these love languages fluently because you never know who you're going to work with, what your kids' love language is, who you're going to run across, your best friend, your roommate. It's not just about marriage and boyfriend, girlfriend status, but it's like anybody's love language. If you can speak all these languages fluently and find that person's language, because they're usually, you'll be able to tell, you kind of tell by just speaking each one and then see which one really lights up their world. You got to judge people's reactions. It's work, but it's so worth it. So, but also if you just tell them to take the test, like I did to him on the second date, I was like, we're going to do the love language test. And he was up for it. I
was like, huh?
You never heard of it, huh?
Well, no, I mean, I'd heard of it, but I'd never, taken the actual test. Like, I knew that there were 5 love languages. I minored in psychology, so that was kind of, part of it, too. Was that sort
That's
of
good that they taught you
portion.
that. Yeah.
But there wasn't from what I remember, at least, there wasn't a test associated with it.
Interesting. Yeah, because that's, in the book, and then he did it online now. He actually doesn't have a TED Talk. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, which is a really good TED Talk, actually, by that guy. I forgot his name. That's another really good book. Men Are From Mars, Women From Venus, and the 5 Love Languages. Those 2 books on relationships, that's kind of all you need, to be honest. But this one's 5lovelanguages.com. Okay, then there's quality time. So your love language is actually quality time.
Yeah.
Your first one.
Quality time and
Physical
physical
touch.
touch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, those are because you'll have your top one and then you'll have the secondary. So quality time is like put the phone down. I noticed Ryan did that from our first couple dates. Always had his phone down. He wasn't looking at it. We spend time looking in each other's eyes, talking, just spending time, maybe not even doing anything, just being with each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's quality time. Quality time. Not you guys are both,
Sitting
on your phone.
I mean, if that's quality time for you, that's quality
That's
time
not
for
quality
you. But
time,
I mean,
no.
maybe it is for them.
No, it's not. That's actually the opposite of quality time. Nobody's.
Everyone's different, though.
That's not quality time. That's literally the opposite of quality time. Now, that doesn't mean you can't do that. That's time spent. But that's not quality time. If somebody's love language is quality time, if I were to do that to you, because that's your love language, you would not feel I was paying attention to you. And I don't mean to single you out, but I'm saying, let's just say somebody who hates it when I talk about his things, particularly. I know you do.
Well, no, it's like, if for them, like, for someone, say, like, they're really into social media.
Mm-hmm.
And so for them, the quality time is they're both looking at, like, their phone or their laptop and they're finding funny things.
That is quality
But
time.
that's
Absolutely.
kind of what I'm saying. I didn't
But you
explain
do it together.
Right,
Okay,
you're
I
doing
get
it
you.
together. You're not
Got
like, even if you're
I was like,
on
that's
separate
literally
phones.
the opposite of
Yeah,
quality
no.
time. If you both are just sitting there and
It's
looking
just
at
like-
your phone, I was like, Ryan, no. No, that's totally, you can bring your phone into it. Oh, look at this meme, or
Right.
I'm going to send you something.
Right.
Because that's interactive. Totally. Nothing wrong with that. But it's like, it's interactive with that person and paying attention to them, listening to them, uninterrupted. Not, oh yeah, let me make dinner while, Like, I have to really make sure I do that with Ryan. Luckily, I do that, right? Do I do that enough? Okay, good. Because that's his love language. And there's sometimes where I'm like, I want to go do this. And I go, oh, wait, no, let me pay attention. Let me be present. Let me listen to him. And like actually show him active listening. Put down whatever the thing I was doing. And I was that person who was always on my phone. And like, I was guilty of that. Because I love Ryan, I know that's his love language. And he knows my love language and speaks it to me. I put it down. It can wait. And then the last one is physical touch, which is like any kind of touch. Sometimes it's just rubbing the knee. Sometimes it's just, it's just like a, that's my second one. That's both of our second love language. So we're really physical with each other. And you speak it really well. Okay. Oh, I can't
She
touch
get a little
it too much.
feisty with it. See what I deal with? See, Robert, see what you've brought out. This is your fault.
This is your fault, Robert. But I hope that answers your question.
It was kind of long-winded, but...
It was great. They love it, though. My Joy Tribe loves it. Oh, man.
But they don't want to hear from me, so...
Okay, baby. I was just having to let you go. Thank you. That was an amazing answer. That was really good.
I ain't stupid with it.
You're good. I'm so impressed with Ryan's answer. That's actually absolute facts. He knows what he's talking about. And if the fact that he's brought up the 5 love languages, and then I could bring that up to you guys. And then he said, like, dating an influencer is just like dating anybody else. They're people too. That is so true. Because see, I'm interested to hear his answer too, because I feel like we should be on a podcast. I'm going to have him on my podcast when we talk about that. We can talk about relationships. He's very smart, and that's such a unique perspective, because I couldn't give you really I could tell you how it felt to date me, like what I would want from someone dating me, which Ryan provides. But for you, just remember to be yourself. Don't try to, like you said, don't try to be somebody you're not just to impress him. And also engage him in stuff that's important to him. I would say, talk to Scott about something that you notice that's important to him. Like, hey, I noticed that you talk about, like, not just the obvious things, but that's what Ryan did he read my dating profile, and he was like, hey, you're vegan. Tell me about that. Like, why are you vegan? And he was like, oh, he cares, and I engaged, and he goes, yeah. He also said, it seems like your work is really something that's important to you. I'd love to hear about that. So he asked me about things that were important and intrinsic to me. And I thought that was really awesome, how he showed an interest in who I am as a person. Not just like, oh, how is it to be on Fox News or something? You know what I mean? That's kind of not what I'm looking for in a partner that cares that much about that. I'm looking for a partner that cares about me. And that's what he said. He's like, whoa, it's very interesting. I've never dated someone I could Google that's Googleable before. He had texted me earlier on in our relationship and he said, you know, it's really interesting to me, or it's quite an experience. And I said, yeah, and he said, probably for you, it must be really experience. And I said, yeah, it is, because in dating, this is my first time I was ever dating as a celebrity, right? Because I was married for 7 years. I was married for 3, but we were together for 7. So that was through my whole rise up to fame. I was with someone, which I was incredibly grateful for, because I avoided a lot of pitfalls and grew up a lot. But I have dated before. I've dated a lot before. And so I went back in, just dove into the dating scene and dated like it was my job. I had like 2 or 3 dates a week, because I was like, I want to find a partner. I want to find somebody that I want to be with. I want to give it a go. I want to find a real relationship, you know, and see if it eventually leads to, you know, marriage and kids. And like, I want that again, but I want kids. I want a life. I want a fully stable and real romantic life. I don't want to just be single and date, because I had a lot of fun, but I said, I actually want a partner. So I wrote down all those characteristics of what I want, very detailed, because if you don't know what you don't want, if you don't know what you want, the universe is not going to give you, the universe is going to give you crap. You're just going to get anything, right? So it was really important. And then I found him. I found somebody that's really close and also very different than what I thought I was looking for, but yet matches those characteristics in a really unique way. And so I'm lucky, I'm blessed, but also I worked hard for it. But yeah, show an personal interest in that person, of who they are. So we're behind on these comments. I am behind on this, but we talked for almost an hour. You guys have been great. I'm gonna speed through the rest of these. I hope that you guys got a lot of this, that you like this. You guys are incredible. Please share this feed with your friends. I don't know if the non-members can see it. I think it's only members. We drop some truth bombs. It's a pleasure to talk to you guys. Tell your mama. Your mom is such a Democrat that you're being rebuked every second. Oh, Dr. Joseph, that's tough. Do you listen to reggaeton? My Puerto Rican girlfriend has me hooked. Oh, she's smart. I love reggaeton. I love reggaeton. Thank goodness for English captions. You got a spicy Puerto Rican. I love it. Mel C says your parents are Republicans and won't admit the truth. That sucks. Yes, that's true. Well, if I still meet, I default to sleep mode. Oh yeah, move around then. Joy, I'm so sorry for your loss. Prayers up. Thank you, Mel. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, my good friend, Stefan Arnio, look him up. He was a brilliant and incredible man, businessman, millionaire from his businesses in real estate, an author of, I think it was 15 books, 33 years young, passed away due to cancer. He fought it for a long time and it came back. He actually had cancer before and it came back and it was in his liver this time. So, and I knew he was fighting cancer, but we all thought he was going to survive it because he was just so tough and wild, and definitely one of my personal close friends that, I was lucky to know. And I'm glad I was in his life and he was in my life. So he'll be back. I'll see him again. Joy Tribe, I got engaged to Mariah Carey this week. She's a 20-year-long friend. What? There's no way. Are you serious? Mariah Carey? Yeah. Congratulations.
Like my dad said he went to MIT. It was Michigan Institute of Technology. Or Missouri Institute of Technology.
I was going to say, that's the right one. Oh, yeah. It was
Missouri.
It's
So he said, oh, yeah, I went to MIT.
Oh, that's hilarious. My crows love to cuddle. Oh my gosh, really, Jan? Do you have a YouTube channel where you show your crows? Jan has pet crows. They cuddle? I need to see that. Congratulations on your engagement though, Dr. Joseph. That's awesome. I have a best friend since 5th grade, says Devin, and we are best friends today still. That is beautiful. Even though we have our political differences, we respect each other. I just wish everybody could be that way, Joy. Don't I wish? That's a real best friend. That's a keeper. Devin, keep that person in your life. That's beautiful. I was just typing emotional vamps. No, you weren't emotional vampires? Yes, energy vampires, emotional vampires. They made it illegal to have celebration parades. What? Where? In New Jersey? What? It's going to be Gay Pride Month, too, in June. What are they going to do? No floats? I was in Gay Pride Month. I went to it in New York City last year. It was so fun. I interviewed people. What do gays, LGBT think about Trump? My friend Ricky Rebel, he was also there. We did Gay Pride together. It was so fun. I was dancing with all the floats. It was a blast. It was the first, I've never been to LGBT Pride parade before. West Hollywood, it's funny because I was living in West Hollywood, which has one of the world's largest ones. It went by my house, but I didn't see it the year before last and a couple years ago. But I went to New York and said to see it, and it was so fun. If you're LGBT, even if you're not, I'm not LGBT, and I had a blast. But what are they going to do if things are locked down? That's going to be really not fun. Later Peeps got issues to deal with. Sister Joy's awesome life coach. I'm glad she's my friend. Oh, thanks for calling me a life coach. If you're on Zoom, add me through my email. We'll do a Zoom chat so I can share a screen and show you oily stuff. Yes, Mel, we've got to do that. I rarely use my smartphone since I don't like it. Yeah, Jan? Girl, thanks, and thank you so much, Ryan. Oh, Robert said thank you so much. I'm so glad. He said anytime. That was a really good question, Robert. If you know Scott, maybe you could tell him to check his Twitter. I will. Get him on Instagram too. He might be more on Instagram. He's very, very busy, but use your opening well. I would say a tip that, because I still get flirted with all the time on my social media. But obviously only the hot ones I take up their offers. Don't tell Ryan, but he has headphones on. He couldn't hear me. I'm joking. I tell him I have a boyfriend, obviously, because I'm so happy. But the opening, could make a big difference. I would be like, hey, how's it going? I just wanted to admire you for all your work, and I would love to take you out. Maybe you just say that and just be like, I'm going to be in Columbus this date. I'd like to take you out for lunch. I think you're so handsome. Something where it's obviously that you're flirting with him, would be good, so that he knows you're not just a fan, but you're like actually, want to take him out, want to date him. That would be hot. Just be confident too. Just put it out there. If you know Scott, could you maybe tell him? I will tell him to check his Twitter. I do know Scott. He's a good guy. I know he likes sending handwritten letters to people he's helped. Should I maybe get him a card and write a nice message as a gift for our first date? Totally. That's your love language might be gifts, because you're really good at speaking at that. It's a good gift. And read or listen to the audio of the love languages book. And before you don't have to do the whole book to take the test. Just go on 5lovelanguages.com and take the test so you know your love language. And then have everyone take the test. It takes less than 5 minutes. Literally, they answer questions based on it's multiple choice. Would you rather this or this? And that'll help you identify your top love language and then your secondary love language. My top is words of affirmation. My secondary is physical touch. His top is quality time. His secondary is physical touch. So obviously the physical touch we got going on, baby. But I got to make sure I focus on him and listen to him. And we spend quality, like he said, cuddling on the couch. It's kind of like a quality time physical touch person's dream. Just us together cuddling. And I love that too. I love it. And for me, it would be cuddling on the couch, laying in his arms while he tells me the things that he appreciates about me, which he did last night, which is right. I usually ask him, I say, baby, tell me nice things. Or what do you appreciate about me? What are you grateful for about me? Because I like to, I'll fish for compliments because it helps him, because he says like he doesn't naturally give compliments, doesn't naturally think like that. So when I do it, and I do it cute, and we've worked through it to where we speak each other's love languages, and it's it's respect, and it fills the other person's cup. And when your cup gets drained, when your cup gets low, you start getting tired and drained and annoyed at your significant other or your friend. You got to know, oh, it's because I'm not getting my love language. You got to tell them. He also did an app too, which is cool. But this book is free at the library. I don't know if libraries are open these days, but the test is free to take. Gary Chapman, he's genius. If he agrees, of course, for the date, of course. I know he likes sending hand. Oh, that's so beautiful. True friend, EO 107 in New Jersey. So Melcy, I hope your day is better. I know that you've been through a tough time. I didn't get to see, but I hope this has helped lighten the mood for you all. You guys, I've had so much fun. I'm going to take off. We're going on our little romantic trip together to spend some quality time. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Joy Tribe, this has been an incredible AMA. If you like these, let me know in the comments below, okay? As I get off of this, I'm going to read all the comments. Let me know if you want to do more Ask Me Anythings that are only for tribe members. If we want to do one of these once a week, just a chat for us. And then also, of course, we open it back up to the group chat. But Joy Tribe, you guys are the best. Shout out to all of you. I love you so much. And I'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.